Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Man's League for Madden 26. We're getting this thing started. We're we're um probably gonna get started this week. I'm trying to get this thing filled up as soon as possible. Hopefully tomorrow or the next day. Hopefully somewhere around this window we're in right now is when we're gonna push to get new members. If you haven't rejoined the league, that's why I'm a little bit holding up. I want to make sure all the people. I'm gonna tag everybody with this video inside of Discord, but everybody who hasn't come back into the league with the new custom teams in there, please come in because I don't want to have to tell all the new people, what teams have been taken. I want you to have your team, out of the way and they can't get it. I'd rather it be like that. Now, if and help me recruit and bring some more people. Some of you doing a great job with that, AJ. Some people are doing a great job at that, but bring more people in if you can, because filling this thing up is going to be hard with what Madden did to us last year. If you're interested in being a commissioner, we'll need. I'm thinking maybe three. We'll need two advanced commissioners. One can be half an advanced commissioner because one would be the main commissioner that does the advances, keeps in track of the advances and all that kind of stuff. And then if he's like at work or disposed of whatever, you need a backup advanced guy. So you want two advanced guys and you want a trade committee. I personally will be on the trade committee. It'll probably be all of us in the commissioner group that will be the trade committee, but we'll have that going. And that's pretty much it right now. And a rules commissioner, someone that if there's some rule infractions, they will be the ones that investigate and tell us what we should do because of this person did this in a game. Yada yada yada. All right. I am so stoked about my custom teams. I had did it last year. I had made my. I spent hours making my uniforms last year, and then we figured out that you had to import the custom uniforms and stuff when you're creating the league. And so you can't bring them in later. So this year, I decided to, I didn't do it myself. A couple people asked. And I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. So we had to go and remake the league and bring those new uniforms in. One of them, he remade the Dallas Desperado uniforms. I put the Dallas Desperados in the AFC. There's no real rivalry with the Cowboys. It's kind of like the Rams and the Chargers, and even the Giants and the Jets. They're in different conferences. But I did put him in there with Houston, in the same division with Houston. So there will be a rivalry with Houston, whoever I have Houston. I hope B4 comes back and grabs that team. And my personal stone and then there's he has a team called the Freezers. Those uniforms are so sweet. They look like my daughter's basketball uniforms, the color scheme, and those are just as sweet. And they have the woo symbol on theirs, which is just it's nasty. Okay. When the league fills, we're gonna start with a slow draft. Okay, we're gonna go pick by pick until we decide on a good time to turn the switch on and go live with the draft. But we're going to slow draft there for a minute. Hopefully we can end up around by when the NFL season starts, so we can draft around when the NFL season starts. That seems fun and exciting to me this weekend or whatever, but but maybe not. It depends on how much we get in the slow draft. The first thing we have to do, though, is when you join the league, you have to get PS Remote. PS Remote. It's an app for your phone. You have to get it. You have to download it, and you have to hook up to your computer. Why? It's because when we're drafting, if I make my draft pick and you just left to go to work like 5 minutes before, and you're in the car, and I can't make it my pick. When you get to work, you can clock in, do all your other stuff or whatever. We can even wait till your first break or whatever. It's no real hurts because that's why it's called a slow draft. But we don't want to be stuck waiting until you get off from work to make our next pick. When you have your first break or first chance to go somewhere, you can get on your phone and you can hop on and you can make your pick and then you go back about your business. That's why we want those PlayStation remotes on your phone, because wherever you're at, if you're in a car, I've made picks everywhere. Where if it's my turn to pick and I'm doing something, whatever, I'll say, hold on for a minute, because you already know who you're gonna get before you leave the house. You know you're gonna get. Okay. Like I said, once we start slow drafting, we'll vote on what time to turn the clock actually on. Quickly going over some rules, just very quickly. It's basically just gameplay. Just if you see it on Sundays, basically that's how we play. If somebody starts manipulating the AI or running the quarterback, without pressure, just running them to the right and throwing down the field on every play or whatever, make sure you report them, and we'll watch the games on their streams. Illegal blitzes of any kind, they kind of change it with Madden, with each Madden or whatever. But there are also always some blitz things that manipulate the AI so they can get to the quarterback quick. We want to make sure you don't do that. You must broadcast. That's number 2. 1, you must have the PS remote on your phone, and number 2, you must have your PlayStation hooked to YouTube or Twitch, for you to stream your game live. Because if there's any questions, if somebody's cheating or whatever, then you can just pull your video, say, look, he's doing this, blah 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 blah, boot this guy or whatever. So it's your protection. It's your Madden dash cam. That's what it is. It's your Madden dash cam. So if you got something, that's going to be the proof of telling that this person did that. Or if you're trying to prove your point, it'll be your proof to prove your point. It's your dash cam. Okay. Then next is the positions, which is you have to read through this. I'm gonna go through it fast. Kicker and punter are interchangeable. No playing running back at wide receiver or wide receiver at running back. That's cheese. No playing running back at fullback. No playing defensive back at linebacker or linebacker at defensive back. That's also cheese, but more so the defensive back playing linebacker. That's like really cheese. No outside linebacker to defensive tackle. Outside linebacker to defensive end is fine. That's almost the same position in the 4-3 and a 3-4 defense or whatever. So outside linebacker to defensive end is fine. Outside linebacker to defensive tackle is out. No safety to cornerback at all. The defensive end must be less than 280 pounds to play linebacker. He must be light and be able to move to be able to play linebacker. The cornerback must be 6 foot tall and 93 or less speed to be converted to safety. So you can't get a 95 speed corner or a 97 speed corner and put him on the safety and say you're killing folk. Linebacker must be less than 230 to play defensive end. Linebacker must be greater than 230 to play defensive end. I was like, that's not right in my head. It must be bigger than 230 to play defensive end, and the defensive end must be less than 275 pounds to play defensive tackle. The tight end must have 80 or less speed to play fullback. You can't put a fast tight end back there. And you can only have one safety as a sub linebacker in the depth chart. No former cornerback who has ever been converted to safety can be a sub linebacker. Do you know what that means? If you took a cornerback and you take that cornerback at like 92 speed, if you took that cornerback at 92 speed and converted him to safety, you can't then take that safety at 92 speed and convert him to linebacker. That's what that means. Wide receiver must be at least 6'3" and weigh more than 225 pounds and 88 speed or less to be converted to tight end. That's a good one because I love putting like physical wide receivers at tight end, but they're a big disadvantage if they're too light. So this way is a pretty big guy at 225 and still 6'3" and above. All offensive line must be officially position switched on the roster. No playing center at left tackle, etc. So what this means is whoever you have designated as your left tackle has to play left tackle. Now all those positions are interchangeable. It's just that you have to have them at that position. You can't have the left tackle at center. And the game will the game will love you for that. Okay? The game will love you for that. Trust me. Fourth down rule quickly. You must situation A. You must be at least in your 50-yard line, or fourth and 3 or less to go for it at any point in the game. Situation A. Situation B. You can go for it any yard line when losing by 3 scores or more in the third quarter. So if you're getting beat down, you can go for it on fourth down. Can go for it from any yard line when losing by 2 scores if they're 10 minutes or less with left a game to go to game. So if you're losing and you need to at least score twice, you know it's good to go to go for it on fourth down. Situation D, you can go for it on any yard line when you're losing in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is you trying to come back. That's completely understandable. And situation E is the one that gets a lot of people in trouble because they say, he went for it, he can't go for it. The Man's League says you have one per game to go for it at any yard line. And some people use that one. And it annoys you. It completely annoys you. Like, utterly annoys you. Like, trades. All trades must be posted and approved by the commission team. That's the trade team commission that we're going to put together. All trades must be posted. Period. All trades must be pending. All trades posted and pending trades are final. No backing out. You can't back on. Don't back on a trade. That's the worst thing. If you back on a trade, nobody's going to trade with you. Any trade can be reversed by the commission team if we deem it detrimental to the league. Like for instance, if you take a player like, if you take a player like Micah Parsons, who's 98 overall, and you trade him to one of your players that's good and going to be like drafting late, and he gives you 2 first-round draft picks, but you know the 2 first-round draft picks are going to be late, we're going to we're going to say no to that trade. I couldn't help myself on that one. Punishment, each punishment is different. Sportsmanship, always respect your opponent and other members of the chat. Especially me, we're extremely competitive, but we respect each other and we stay within the rules. We talk trash. It's good. It's fine. We can talk trash, everything, but we still are very respectful of each other. Please don't run up the score. If you're beating somebody to death, don't run up the score. This is pros. This is not college. College, that works for them somehow, and they're in the college realm of football. But in the professional realm, no. Once you got the game intact, you like, let's go. We got this, and let's get out of here. If you're on the losing end of a blowout, this is a key one right here. If you're on the losing end of a blowout, and they score on you, but you passing and putting pressure on them, sorry. You must, if the game is over, then the game is over. You run out the clock too. If you continue to press and throw football and blitz him and throw deep or whatever, then they got to do what they got to do, especially if you blitzing them. What is he supposed to do? Just run into the blitz and fumble? No. And quitting a game is not allowed in any way, shape, or form. And that's it. So that is all. Hopefully we can get this thing running in the next few days. And I am ready to kick y'all's behinds with some stone throwers. My stone throwers are finally here, ladies and gentlemen. All right.